What up, everybody? Welcome back to the J-Team Brand Podcast. It's your host, Josh Pizarro, here with Douglas Element Real Estate. And I got two special guests here with me today, man. I got artists from... You guys are based out of Harlem, right?
Nah, I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
All right, and where are you from?
I'm the whole New York City.
New York City. All right, I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves really quickly. Me and you obviously talked on the backdrop. You know, we follow each other on Instagram, so... The reason why I brought you on the podcast is because you got a lot going for yourself, man. I know that you're into the poetry and you're doing that kind of movement, so I kind of wanted to shed some light onto y'all hustle and y'all entrepreneurship game, you know, everything that you guys got going on with music. So go ahead, man, say what's up to the JTB audience and, you know, a little bit about yourselves.
Well, you know, peace to everybody out there. My name is Shameeks Perception. A lot of people get confused, though. That's really my name.
Yeah.
They like, it's Shameeks Perception, like kind of like in the third person.
Okay.
Mostly because I feel like I'm like a walking vision board.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So everything I do, even within myself, I'm looking at in the outside lens.
Like third person.
Yeah. So it's like a whole movie. Even with myself, that everything I'm doing, I'm watching somebody. Yeah, I'm watching somebody else do it. That's not really me. It's based on who I'm creating and what I'm grabbing on from whatever information that I gather. That becomes Shameek's Perception. Shameek meaning like an ancient sage.
Okay.
Also meaning that you can be sufficient, self-sufficient. You know what I mean? So that's basically my whole.
See, that's why I brought you on, bro. The consciousness behind it, bro. We don't have enough artists out there that are really like pushing out content that's meaningful.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? For
right.
me, at least, I come from an era that like music has to mean something, and you're pushing the culture forward, not bringing us back. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard some of your stuff, I was like, oh, this. All right, I could vibe with this, you know what I'm saying? And then listening a little bit more, and then, you know, watching your Instagram growth, which is
I appreciate
dope,
it.
You know what I mean?
Thank
you know, just want to shed some light on it. But,
no doubt.
Yo, so my brother over here, King Blessed, you said, right?
Peace. Yeah.
What's up, man? So tell a little bit about yourself to the audience.
Well, again, my name is King Bless. I was born in Brooklyn. I'm the type of kid that was passed like house to house to house. Everywhere you look, I'm in a different place. So I'm a little bit of everywhere in these 5 boroughs, even including New Jersey. As far as the business is concerned, music for me, I've been rapping since I was about 8. So music for me has always been, ever since I was about 9, 10, my grandmother asked me, why you want to be a rapper for?
Yeah.
And I told her, like, because even as a youth, I used to listen to Tupac a lot.
Yeah.
And I said I wanted my music to be able to change the minds of the kids that I was growing up with, which is crazy because we was 8 and 9. There wasn't nobody really into their own mental yet.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
I was able to tell even back then that my generation was going to need a voice. Yeah. And that's what I wanted to be. For me, that's what I'm a symbol of. I'm a voice for those that can't be heard.
Yeah. I hear that, man. So let me ask you guys, man, what change you guys see yourselves bringing to music now? Like, because the reality is, man, outside of the music industry, inside of the music industry, it's super diluted, right? Like, you have so many artists all trying to separate themselves. What do you guys feel like you're bringing to the table that's going to be like, you know what? I'm going to put my stamp on this. This is me right here.
I don't even deal with music. Like, I don't even feel like, it's not, for me, it's not really that. Like, that's why, like, I'll do, like, the poetry and put it on, like, a beat that's, you know what I mean? Something maybe a little bit more tranquil.
Okay.
If that's even a word. Is that a word?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So bring some type of tranquility. Even if I go on, like, a hype trap beat, I'm bringing some other information that other people, even like, my whole thing is even the people that are pushing the conscious thing, and I hate that word conscious and that woke. I hate that type, because that shit is like it's cheesy and shit, bro. It's just the truth. Fact is fact. Like, it's not like I gotta be labeled that, you know what I mean? But true. Even the whole thing nowadays, all you gotta do is have a talk about slavery or black people was being oppressed, this being oppressed. It's like even that, like not even that. It's like this bullshit activism. Like it's like soon as the God, soon as the law talk about. It's just this is liberal arts. You just say some stuff, but it's not backed by any action. Okay. Like we saying.
So you saying just not behind the lyrics. You gotta have some kind of push. You gotta.
It's like how we saying the supreme mathematics, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Right. The knowledge is the information, the absolute fact. It don't care about your feelings. It don't care about none of that. Agreed. But the wisdom is the application of knowledge, right? You show and improving through your ways and actions. There's a lot of people that are giving out information, that's giving out knowledge, but they're not giving out any wisdom. You can go outside and hand out, do some Nino Brown shit, hand out turkeys, give out money. You're not teaching nobody nothing. All you doing is giving them food. You're not teaching them how to hunt. You're not doing nothing.
So what do you think is the best way to teach an audience outside of if you're saying that through music you can't really push?
No, you can.
Okay.
I'm just saying that I don't even like. It's not like I'm striving to be like this amazing.
This is just you.
I just enjoy. I love music, so I'm gonna do it anyway. And if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right, and I'm gonna do it how I want to do it.
Exactly.
This is why I also do other things like I push merch or I do poetry or.
Yeah. By the way, let's talk about that.
I direct
saw the
and
merch.
stuff. Yeah.
I saw the merch.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah.
And it was your own swag, your own style, which I thought was pretty ill.
Well, I can't take credit for that. That's the indigenous. That's the indigenous for my indigenous heritage in Panama. So you have the original people there.
I was literally gonna ask you that too. 'Cause I saw the patterns and I'm like, yo, I wonder where this is from. Like it does give me like a indigenous vibe. Though.
That's a Kuna woman. She's an indigenous Kuna woman. She makes it by hand stitched. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, word. So like
by
literally
hand.
from there.
Yeah, and it's like from the jungles, all that. Like
that's ill.
So like,
bro.
and
so you kind of making a difference just with your merch alone too.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I want people to understand, and when they buy it, it takes so much to get here. Like you're not just buying a piece of clothes, you're buying a whole story, you buying a tradition, you buying something that's really means something. And for the people who were there, who most of the like even like the some of the tribes that have been murdered, killed, ostracized, all of that, you buying something official. You know what I mean?
How did you get that manufacturing or that connection?
I don't even want to put that on there. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
cool, it's cool.
the game is, you know what I'm saying? Like the left hand don't tell what the right hand's doing.
I hear that.
But I just there's a lot of things I won't put on the internet because I've learned from a lot of the other brothers that not even just a biting, that people will stop certain shit.
Yeah.
It's certain shit I'm working on behind the scenes. My fault. That's I'm just not gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? It has to do with the community and stuff like that. But like I said, it's just showing, improving through your ways and actions. If you have information, you go out and you practice that information. Then once people start seeing it working, you allow other people to come in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And be curious about it.
You know what I mean?
Like
So,
asking,
but I'm gonna definitely pass it on to my brother too, because he has a whole different. We like two different sides of the coin. Like,
so how'd you guys meet?
well, we met in a law school in Mecca.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let him talk on that. You know what I mean?
Tell me, man. So how'd you guys come across each other's paths in this music industry?
Well, as he told you, when he said we come from both sides of the coins, he literally mean like both sides of the coins. Like this is like night and day.
Okay.
Feel what I'm saying? Like he brings the.
I don't know what the fuck is going on over here. Like a little feather.
He more or less brings in a balance, a positive balance. You feel what I'm saying? Even to myself, that's why he a good friend. Even when I came to the Allah School of Mecca, I came to the Allah School of Mecca. You know, that's our way of life. You know, I'm an active member of the 5% Nation.
Okay.
That's what my name is blessed to me by. Okay. You feel what I'm saying?
So for those that don't know too much about the 5%, what can you share about that? Like, what do you guys stand for? Like, cause listen, I'm from old school New York. You hear 5%, you think gang. You know what I'm saying? And
no.
That was
emphatically
again,
not
that's
cypher.
80s. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in the 80s.
Now, don't get me
Bloods,
wrong.
Crips, 5%.
Don't get me wrong, right? All right. Here's the thing, right? Even with that, but I'm gonna start it off from the beginning. We're gonna start it from the jump. The 5% Nation is a nation of poor righteous teachers. Okay. Feel what I'm saying? Men, women, and children. Feel what I'm saying? You got young children that'll come up to you and ask you what's today's mathematics. Okay. And they you don't know it, they're gonna punch you in your stomach. Nah, I'm playing. It's just a joke. Nah. But see, back in the day, around like the late 80s, 90s, it was real hardcore. Everything was hardcore. In the element, you had to have that aggression. So when you dealing with the guards like in Medina and Brooklyn, they wasn't playing no games with this. And majority did come from a gang mentality because majority of them was in the gang. Okay. So now, you gain love for something. You do what you used to, what you do it for that and what you love. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But we was never a gang. We actually a nation of civilized men and women. Okay. Because we teach civilization. We don't teach oppression. And we don't teach to just gang up and go. No. And we actually teach individuality. Okay. Where there is no big eyes or little U's and we rule as a congregation. Like right now, even at the Allah School of Mecca, ain't nobody give me permission to walk in that school. I walked in that school myself.
Okay.
Nobody gave me permission.
Yeah, it's not like an enrollment kind of thing.
To take the road that I took, because many will come for you will be chosen. The ones who are chosen are the ones who choose it themselves. You choose for yourself what's your part in this nation.
So was that how you guys kind of come across each other?
How
as
we
far as
came
paths?
across each other was through a class that's
Okay.
in the Allah school called the Peace Course, which is held every Thursday by Sunya as Allah from 6 to, I believe, like 9.
Okay.
Yeah, from 7 to 9, right? 7 to 9 o'clock, and that's when I first pulled up, and I was actually coming in for my 120, because I got knowledge of self when I was locked up, so I came home and I had to come to the school and basically, you know, take that.
Initiative. It's like initiative and do what you gotta do.
And that's when I met him. And I think it was actually the jacket that I had on. He was like, yo, that jacket dope. Like, and I was like, nah. And at the time, he was dressed in some shit. I was like, it was like a Nas and AZ moment. Like, you know, now you fly. Now you fly. Like, look at them you got on. So it was just like a natural.
It was instant connection with the friendship.
It was a natural God thing. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It was just like, all right, you know, we both inspired by the same people.
Okay.
Like your Nas's and your AZ's and your Star Kims and situations like that. We both was inspired by the same people, so naturally we just linked together.
Yeah, nice, man. So let's talk social media. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that, man, because I follow you again and your poetry. You're strong. I will say, like, you have a strong message. What do you feel like your content, what are you trying to accomplish with it? Because I know you speak a lot about empowering women, which, yo, bro, I stand behind 1,000,000%. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that we don't have enough conscience going on when it comes to men and treating the behavior of, you know, how we treat women.
Right.
And now I'm raising a daughter, you know what I'm saying? Your mindset completely changes. You look at a female completely different. So, yeah, I wanted to get your perception on that.
Honestly,
Shameeks' perception.
Yeah. Word. Well, honestly, I don't try, I do. You know what I'm saying? Because trying just lead to nothing. You know, either you do or you don't. Really, I just feel like as men, we gotta take accountability for our actions. It's not speaking for women because we can never do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what it is to be a woman. We don't know everything they gotta face every single day, just walking outside. You know what I mean? So I don't speak for them. I just speak for us and how we should act and just to take accountability for our actions, right? And it mainly came from because I was in this position where I wasn't doing the right thing either. You know what I'm saying? I was running around in Florida, you know, hustling, do what I do, but I started getting into the pimp culture. You know what I mean? I started running around pimping. That's where that video of Poet's Entry came. And you know what I'm saying? And
bathroom and all that. That was sick.
But that's a real story. Like I mixed like 3 different women, but women were overdosing, women were getting raped, women were getting kidnapped, chopped in pieces. It was like it's a real situation. So you know, real talk. Like it's like I see how women freeze up when they just walk by men. Like you know what I mean? I can see it because we don't know how to act, bro.
Around with headphones because they don't want to hear what a man got to say.
And even if a dude is being genuine, it's like we've created such a toxic environment, such a bad rep for us. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like look how
we want something out of it.
When we grow up in the hood, we don't even come up to them politely, be like, "Yo, come here!" Like we grab them. You know what I'm saying? We call them out their name. Yeah. So I just know that. As much as some people do disagree, I feel that the woman is the first teacher to our children. You know what I'm saying? And what the
I don't even know who could have disagreed with that.
But the woman, what that woman teaches the child, that child will then teach the world. You know what I'm saying? I know that we are the foundation, the men, because we are the seed, that spark. But the women is the one that show and prove. You know what I'm saying? They're the wisdom. They're the ones that spark, that create everything that manifested into understanding. You know what I mean? So I just want everybody to understand that if we are able to support the women and take accountability, you know, for our actions, then the women will also probably be like, you know what?
For our own behavior.
We can represent to the table and be like, yo, listen, well, we good, look, here. And then they can also, you know, show some respect to us as well. You know what I mean?
Fact, bro.
I just wanted to add on to that too, because we do as a whole, like we do a lot of womanizing on a day-to-day basis, and we don't realize it because
culture.
it's being seen as normal. And little do we know, we're actually creating a number of women that holds to themselves very bitter, and
It's creating that
perception of what
separation.
what men is. Like it's hard for them to it's like even me as being the kind of man that I am, I'm taught respect. Like I have to respect a woman because of me being who I am.
Yeah. And that comes from parenting as well, bro. Like you said.
It's unbelievable how flabbergasted a woman could be when a man like me, dressed like how I'm dressed, could come up to you like, "Peace, queen, how are you doing?" Do you understand how many?
Like, why are you talking to me? Get away from me. I already know you
that
want
I get,
something.
and I'm simply doing something like holding my hand out for a simple handshake, which is a sign of respect. And it's not their fault.
It's definitely not.
It's just what they use. Because last night, and it's funny we brought this up, because last night I'm walking up 42nd Street and I see this girl, but she looked down. And I like, "Yo, peace, queen, how you doing?" She looked at me. She was like, "Why are you talking to me?"
Yeah, you're gonna get that.
I said, sister, let me ask you a question. She was like, "No, why are you talking to me?" I said, "Nah, I'm not just gonna leave because I'm here for a reason." I said, "Let me ask you a question." She was like, "What? Ask you a question." I said, "I came to you with nothing but peace.
Peace and respect.
Why you come to me so venomously?" And she looked at me. She was like, "Who are you? Who you think you are, God?" And it was funny she said that. Because I said, black woman to black man is God. It's funny that you say that. But in so many ways, I can actually show and prove what you said to be true. And she said, she looked at me, she was like, and she started crying. Right there, she started crying. And she was like, "I'm so sorry.
You touched something deeper,
I'm
bro.
so sorry." She was like, you know what? And she shook my hand. And she like, "I'm so sorry. These men out here, they're just a bunch of dicks. I'm not used to seeing, like, I'm not used to seeing nobody." And she sat there and she talked to me. She was from Guyana. She was Guyanese. And she dropped science on me about the first God that was worshipped before Amun Ra.
Oh, so she got into that kind of conversation after that. Yo, it's real out here,
and
man.
And it was funny because she told me, and then when I started breaking her down the science of the 5% Nation and that we do teach the original man of being the God, she actually, and she didn't know what the 5% Nation was, but she was like, "That wow, they actually teach that out here in America."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know, she just couldn't stop from crying, but I just had to leave her with the fact, and I'm going to say this because maybe a lot of women need to hear it. Maybe it's a woman that need to hear this right now. She was upset about the fact that she couldn't be around her kids because she was working. And she couldn't, like, put them to bed or whatever, but I had to let her know, listen, you working hard. Like, no matter how hard you work, even if you can't be around your kids right now for the moment, no matter how hard you work,
you're there for them.
Your kids, as long as you could pick that one day off and you could just invest that into your kids, into loving your children, or even when you come home, you invest that into loving their children when they get up, because you're not always at work. You just come home when they sleep, but they got to get up. You be the one to wake them up. Let them see your face first thing in the morning before you got to go and do what you got to do. As they get older and they realize all that they had and all the love that they have, and when they realize what other people don't, the strength in you is going to come out because of all that knowledge that you've been manifesting, and that's what that's called. That's what make a woman wisdom, because you're actually doing it. You're going out there, you putting your feet in the place.
Putting your effort in.
And then your children, you love your children so much that you cry because you can't tuck them in the bed. And that's what's up. But a lot of women got that strength. And I just admire the mental strength.
No, listen, man. Women's mental strength supersedes a man's strength 20 times out of 20, bro. Because listen, like I said, raising a daughter, having a beautiful lady by my side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear and see the things that they go through personally, whether it be past, present, or shit that they worried about of the future. And it sucks, man. It sucks. Like y'all said, like I appreciate the fact that you push that kind of positivity.
One thing I wanted to say with that, I said something before where I was like, a woman is hurt, right? So a man jumps at the chance to take advantage of her vulnerability, right? A man is open to, giving love and giving comfort. A woman uses him and takes him for who he can, destroys her heart, right? That woman was once the first woman.
Vicious cycle. Yep.
And then that first dude was once the second dude. So it's like, it's all, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's a vicious cycle that separates the man from the lady and roles. I like the fact that you mentioned that the roles in the house, like, you know, it isn't this like, you know, I love independence, and I would always want my daughter to be independent, but just always also understand that with independence, you still
it's interdependence.
Interdependence.
There's a difference between independence. The independence that they're teaching now is you don't need a man, you don't need a woman, and we need each other.
Absolutely.
We all need each other. I can't. I don't need. No, you need. We need that family structure.
Even for the outside of the structure, just reproduction itself is natural.
Facts.
Human habitat, bro. You need that. Like, so if you separate the two, man.
I mean, for me, that's why I'm practicing celibacy till marriage.
Wow,
that's like one thing.
Strong man right there.
But like it was said in this book by it says The Truth About Men by Devon Franklin.
Okay.
It says that the highest form of discipline is celibacy.
It is.
And then to be celibate until marriage is the highest form of celibacy. If you can master your lust and your sexual desires, you will be disciplined and master everything. And it's like I became obsessed with that kind of power, but that power in a good way. That's the real reason why I'm also doing it. And then you create a bond with somebody, the right person.
The real one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a real communication.
Right.
It's not built off of the physical relation.
Yeah.
I read a post recently. It said, looks and lust fade.
Right.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
When we hit 50, 60 years old, you're going to love your lady not because of her looks. You're going to love her because that lady been by your side.
Right.
You
People say they can't wait. No, you can.
No.
You just don't want to wait until marriage.
You're giving into the temptation.
Everything is hypersexualized to the point where there was a post that I think people reported and deleted it, but I was saying that a woman can't, it's like a woman could speak 5 different languages, right? She can have her doctor's degree and all these accolades. That she can post that, right? All of that will be outdone by some woman with her ass out. To the point that now 100%. Women will have real talent and they'll show her ass, they'll show their ass, show their body real quick just so they can make leeway for their talent. Like, yo, look at my body, but yo, I could paint. Look at my body, yo, all right, now I caught you, but look, I could write music. I wrote a book. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they use, and that's sad that everything's so hypersexualized that you got to go to that extent just to get people to actually. And this is not just with men. This is just everybody in general. Even women participate. Yeah.
This is an industry. This is world. This is everything.
And then on the men level, because here's the thing now. It happens on both scales. Cause while you got the woman that thinks she need to do all of that in order to be attractive, you got the man that feel like he need fast money in order to be attractive to them same kind of woman.
Yep.
Cause them same kind of woman that's doing all that twerking on camera, they the main ones talking about where your pockets at. You know, to the ones that's actually trying to be, that's trying to be, I just want you to, you got the man talking about, I just want you to love me for me. You got the woman talking about, I just want you to love me for me.
It's just so many ideologies that are being pushed out there, man. It's crazy.
The man saying, I just want you to love me for me, is falling to the woman that's like, where your pockets at? So now he going doing things that he really don't have to do to get his pockets fat.
Yep, my bad, bro.
Meanwhile, you got the one that's like, I just want somebody to love me for me. That falling into this dude that he like, your hair not done, your nails ain't done, you ain't got no booty, you ain't.
And that would have been the one that changed his life.
Shots, and she getting the one, and she like, look at me, I could do all this stuff too. And look, even you got all these businesses going on. It'd be the same kind of woman that'd sit there and be like, you should try this. And suggesting you like, you should try this. You try, you like, you would have sat there and listened to everything that woman had to tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, if that woman would have sat there and listened to everything that man had to tell him, when he was like, yo, go inside, change your clothes. You don't need to come out dressed like that. But you like, oh, I don't need no man. I'm grown. I can do whatever I want to do. See, we also got to be careful about that, too. Because we can't just come around and be like, all right, half these women don't want to be that way. When now you got men out here encouraging women to be different. Yo, it's okay to be classy.
But see, man,
it's okay to be elegant. In fact, I'll respect you more.
I think the revolution, honestly, even starts with, even though you guys aren't, it starts with the content that you push out, period. Yeah. This is why, like, even music, even though poetry and all that, like, that's the image. Yeah, exactly, that's the image. This is why, like I said, man, it's a breath of fresh air when you have dudes like y'all,
I want to make the poetry really like the music. Yeah, that's what I want to make it like the main street. I'll do the trap stuff and all that, but I want to make the tranquil music. You know what I mean?
So real quick, man, before we go, what future projects can we be looking forward to, man, from you guys? And I mean, stuff that you could share, because I know you're a little bit more secretive.
Let me tell you something. Well, I'm telling you right now, and it's happening right now in front of your face. We about to do a mixtape.
Nice.
We about to do a mixtape.
Now he got you on tape, so you have no choice but to forfeit and go do your thing.
But
take your time. No.
But it's going to be so perfect, but the project is going to be big.
Okay.
But even now, right now, like even certain projects that I'm doing, my projects is basically to give knowledge itself, to teach, to give my people a better image of themselves.
Okay.
And to show them that it's more than they could do than what they're doing already.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? That anything that they want to do, they can do.
Out? You got music coming out, like,
oh yes, I got music coming out. I got music out right now, but
give them the Instagram and all that good stuff.
Right, and you could also hit me up on my Instagram at King Bless. That's KINGBLESS Allah ALLAH. No underscores, no nothing. Just King Bless Allah. I got the sexiest picture on. Nah. My picture, you gonna know it's me.
We're gonna use this as a drop.
You gonna know it's me. My Facebook, Zopound, ZOEPOUND.
Twitter? Anybody you got rock on Twitter?
Just Facebook and Instagram right now.
I think you should rock with the Twitter.
I know.
Man,
I'm about to rock with the Twitter. I do got a Twitter account, but I can't tell you it right now because I don't remember what I named it. But I'm about to start with the Twitter. I'm about to start the YouTube channel. I'm gonna start all of that. So we need a second interview.
Yeah,
so,
definitely, man. Let's get you guys back on there. Listen, I tell my guests, man, give me 6 months to a year. I'm gonna come check y'all to see what y'all up to.
Right.
Because what I'm really trying to do is get a few of my guests or have like a nice little round table discussion.
That's
on
lit.
where
That's
everybody's
lit.
going.
Word.
You know, but definitely give
Yo,
your
Shameeks Perception, right? Shameeks Perception. SHAMEEKS. PERCEPTION, no underscore, none of that. Shameeks Perception, also on YouTube and all that. If you want to check, I never promote my SoundCloud. I just throw stuff on there to experiment and then see who, you know what I mean? Who check it.
Look for him, man. His stuff is good.
Find me on YouTube, Instagram, that shit. I don't got a Twitter or nothing like that. I had a Twitter like years ago, and the only person I followed was Nipsey. So that's literally it. Like since I must have got that Twitter like 2012, 2013, something like that. I followed that just to follow Nipsey. Yeah, that's some shit. You know what I mean?
That's
So
crazy.
whoa.
Culture pushes. But listen, guys, we always appreciate your time. Hopefully, this brought you some value. And go follow the homies, man. They pushing some real conscious content. I know you hate the fucking word.
Yeah,
conscious,
I hate that shit. Bro.
But listen, you guys are gonna understand what conscious means. So
I give a shout out to. Yo, shout out to Sunyez Allah. SUNEZ Allah. Shout out to Sunyez Allah, man. Go check the guard. Shout out to my brother King Bless. This is my brother right here for real, man. This really my brother, like on some real, like this is my brother, like you know what I mean. And shout out to everybody who support me, all the black women who support me. That's first and foremost. Like, that's another thing. Shout out to all the black women who made all this possible. My Instagram, everything. You know what I mean. So word.
Yo, as usual, love y'all. Thank y'all for listening and. Follow us, JTB Podcast, on all platforms, man.
Peace.
Shout out to fucking JTB for having a podcast, man. That's how real it is. They trying to hate on JTB right now. Fuck is niggas talking about, man.
Take care, y'all.